Hey, this is another exciting video about Ricky cichlids. In this video we're looking at what causes the algae line in your aquarium. Now sometimes you have an idea about things but don't know the complete information on things. And I think in the aquarium hobby, especially on YouTube, a collaboration helps. Seeing other people's viewpoints and opinions on certain matters really helps the understanding of things. If you go to Wikipedia, almost anybody can actually add things to Wikipedia, so it may not be the most accurate information, and sometimes when information is given, it is done in such a technical manner that you don't retain it. So in this video I want to talk about the algae line that is formed in this aquarium, and it goes pretty much where my water change line is. Okay, there's a little bit of up right here, but it could be from where the filter is still running here while I'm doing a water change, or it could be some other factor. So it's not exactly straight, but it's a pretty straight line all the way across. Some suggest that it is from the water change, where you bring the water down and then the back wall of your aquarium dries up. But I'd like your all's comments, your information on what really technically causes the algae to form a line in the back of your aquarium. Now, a lot of other people want to be interested in this and look at the comments in this video. So I think that's really exciting about this video, because of what comments you, the viewer, are going to put in there that causes the algae line in your aquarium. It could be from the water change, but what actually is doing that? Tell me what, give me the information what's doing that. Now I'm going to take the water back up and get a better view of the actual algae in this aquarium. We'll also be looking at the fish and talk about a few other things. But be thinking about what causes the algae line in your aquarium, and see if you want to add a comment to this video. So right now I'm going to give you an overall view of where my algae line is. Over on the left, it's not completely straight, but normally I have the filter running while I do a water change. So there is a little bit of a splash that goes up higher than the normal level to which I drop it during a water change. If you pan over here, it's down through the middle of the aquarium. It's really green. Now some people don't like algae in their aquarium, but on the back of the aquarium it looks a little bit more natural to me. Something that I actually think is beneficial to the aquarium. Not only does it take out some nitrates, but it's a good indicator of your health of your aquarium. If you've recently set up an aquarium, a brand new aquarium, a good way to see if your aquarium has been cycled or not is to see if there has been an appearance of algae. Once algae starts showing up in your aquarium, then you know the cycle is complete. It's gone from ammonia to nitrite to nitrate. Now what I'm wanting you to do in this video here is to explain to some of the viewers here what you think the cause of the algae line being to the point of where the water was dropped during the water change. Now you might be able to explain it a lot better than you can how it's explained in a Google search or whatever, because they don't really explain this phenomenon that well. So the hobbyists have the opportunity to explain that in a simplified manner that most people would want to hear and to understand. In this aquarium we have a colony of frontosas, and the big alpha male that you see in the center of the screen is Herman. Let's get a little close-up of him. Now Herman is about 9 years old. I've had him since he was an inch big. He's bred for me in the past. He's looking great. He was recently made king of this colony, and he's enjoying this huge aquarium. And when you have a colony of frontosas, you want it to be healthy. You want the aquarium to be healthy. You want the fish to be healthy. So when you see the algae, you know that the aquarium is cycled, it's doing pretty good. You can do some test kits, but a good indication of a cycled aquarium is some appearance of algae. Now some people have said, cut back the time of your lights for your aquarium so there won't be algae. Well, these fish in nature in Africa are getting upwards of 12 hours of light. Now why would I want to cut them back to 4 hours of light versus 8 to 12? Most people want to have as much natural as they can in the aquarium to make it so the fish thrive. So 4 hours is really not an opportune time for the fish to have a environment that simulates what they're experienced to in the wild. And even though you can have the light on for up to 12 hours or even longer, the algae line in the back of your aquarium is still going to be there, unless of course you scrape it. So what are some of the reasons why? I mean, we know that the water is dropped down and it's dry in a certain part of the glass in the back for a certain amount of time. But why does that cause the algae to just kind of disappear? It's not like it turns brown and then then dies off. It's just like it disappears. So explain to me how that works. Add the comments, get a conversation going on this topic. Now in this aquarium I use a fluidized bed which comes over this matin filter you see here. The matin filter is turned off right now for the video because it is a little bit louder with the aquarium pump I have hooked up to it presently. But the matin filter does a great job. There's low flow, great filtration. The snails you see here on the matin filter eat off that layer. Then on the back layer they eat off the grub, the slime, the waste off of it. So the snails are a key to the success of this aquarium and keeping the waste down. Now in the future I'll have a different pump that will be not as loud, but to be able to do this whole room, the whole entire fish room. So tell me if you experienced the algae line in your aquarium. You may not know what it's about, you may not know how it's formed, but if you ever experienced this in your aquarium, let me know. And what did you do differently once you started to notice that? Did you do your water changes differently? Did you leave the lights on, off, or on more? What did you do? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Not only are you going to learn a lot from the comments from other viewers, you also got to see King Herman in his frontosa colony. This is his frontosa kingdom. He's 9 years old. Like I said, I've had him almost his entire existence. And when he, was transferred from a smaller tank to this bigger tank, he just changed so dramatically in his behavior, and he's really liking this tank. So thanks for watching. Make sure you give some comments down below. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from the comments below. And also give me a thumbs up. And, subscribe to Ricky Cichlids if you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.